Hi everyone, this is Andres Casadas from Art by Life Photography. Today I just want to go over all the MagMod gear that I use, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and just a little bit about how I use each gear for my own workflow. Alright, to start off, if you guys are starting using MagMod, most likely you guys are going to have to buy a MagGrid. There's two different versions. There is a new version of MagGrids that you can add to any light that has a round head. And then there's an old version that you can only attach to this old style of flash heads. They're both great. I find like the old version is a little bit easier to put on, but like I use a lot of round heads, so to be honest I have to buy more of the new ones, which are tough. So it's one of those things that in the future I may hoping that I can just put it on and leave it and forget it. They're really handy because they are like you're opening the door to all the MagMod ecosystem, because these are the magnets that everything will sooner or later attach to. Alright, continuing with the stuff that I love about MagMod, and the reason I actually made the jump to MagMod was because of their gels. For me, some fast system of gels that you can just throw into a light really quick are fantastic. And MagMod has two different types of gels. They have the small ones, magnets with the magnets in there. There's a very older version of these ones that doesn't have magnets in them, and that version I never got because that's more of a hassle than like an ease. Once they actually put the magnets into the gels, for me that was a huge upgrade. They have this type of gels. They also have the gels for the XL and their modifiers, which are these ones. Here we have color correcting gels, their creative gels, and their artistic gels. All the collection right there. And finally we have my least favorite type of gels they own. And those are like their circular plastic gels. To be honest, I think these ones are getting discontinued, and thank God, because they are horrible. I had them for I think over a year now, and I use them like twice. They're never still on the light or on the MagMod SL. So if you can, don't get these ones. They're not really that good. Alright, continuing with the stuff I love about MagMod is their grids. Their grids are fantastic. It's just a way to focus the light a little bit more where you want it, not letting it spread as much, and being able to have that much more control over your light. It's self-explanatory, just limits the spread of your light, so instead of going everywhere, it goes focused to one area. So you can leave the overall environment darker and just light up the stuff you want to light up. Fantastic, I love them, and I love how easy and fast it attaches to everything. Another thing I love about MagMod is their domes, especially their second version, because it fits the round heads a lot better, and I own a lot of round heads. One thing I don't like about them is like when you're in venues and you're trying to fire to someone, some of the light will bounce off the dome and like you'll reflect on the wall, and that just makes a bright spot that sometimes I wish wouldn't be there. It would be cool if they had a version that has like a black back plastic, so like that wouldn't happen. But other than that, I love it. It spreads the light a lot, it makes it a lot softer, a lot nicer, and helps make your flashes not as noticeable. And for the sides, it actually softens the light a lot. You will be surprised. Perfect. Our next MagMod modifier we're going to talk about is the Mag Bounce. And this one I had a love-hate relationship with. At first I used to love it because it sends nice, beautiful light everywhere, spreads it out really well. My problem with it is really heavy, so whenever I have it in one of my speed lights, sorry, I grabbed the wrong light. It's one of my speed lights. And I was shooting receptions or anything like that, I didn't notice, and because of the weight of it, my flash will start going down. That was the only thing I didn't like, so I stopped using it for a while. Now I'm back in love with it. How I use it, I put it in the reception in one of my lights, and it actually spreads it all over the dance floor. It spreads it beautifully, soft, pretty nice, pretty convenient. I just don't keep it on top of my camera anymore because it's too heavy for that. I wish they had a lighter version. That would be fantastic. Now talking about other stuff that I love about MagMod is the Mag Shoe. This thing is fantastic. For me, it's a game changer. It's what helped me speed up a lot of my workflow, especially in weddings. I love just being able to put any light I have in a quick second on it. And if you're wondering how I do that, with the Mag Shoe you get this little this little screw. And that little screw just fits perfectly in there. You just lock it, and after that you just press here. You can switch the angle of your light. Super fast, super convenient. Also, if you guys don't know, it's actually embarrassing how long it took me to figure this out. But your hat shoe fits there perfectly, so anything with a hat shoe you can also put in there. That makes it super convenient. Now, talking about other of the modifiers you can put straight onto the flash themselves, we got this Newt. This one, I'm embarrassed to say I don't use as much as I wish, just because it's in the back of my kit, I never see it, and out of mind, out of sight. So I need to give it more use because it's incredibly helpful. This will help you depending on how far you are out. It will help you concentrate the light more into a specific point, even more than the grid. So it does the same job as a grid, just more specific, I would say. So for ring shots, anything like that, you're photographing something small, this is fantastic. I just never use it. And that's my fault. After this one, the other MagMod modifier that I will admit that I don't use as much as I should is the MagBean. The MagBean is really helpful. I used it a lot at first when I got it. It has a few different shapes that you can project, so you can put like different patterns on the back or on the person. And at first I used it a lot, but once I got optical snoot, to be honest, it's a lot easier to handle, and I always used to get confused which glass is which glass. So it's been taking a trip to my back pocket. I haven't been using it as much, but it's something I should try to force myself to use again because it's useful, just not as convenient as fast as I would like in weddings. So it's a little bit slower than I'll prefer. Now moving to the bigger modifiers, we need to use the Mag Ring. For the Mag Ring, is this little thing right here. Easy to open. You can put 2 speed lights if you have the normal speed light head, or if you have a round head you can only put 1, which it's sad, but like what can you do? But you just take that, you put the round head in the middle, and it works fantastically. This will open the door for you to use a lot of the MagMod sub-boxes and other modifiers like the XL Dome. But in a little bit I'll show you guys how this works with their modifiers. But yeah, any flash you have, any light, fast, quick to attach, stays there, nice and secure. After that you just put it on the mag shoe. Do that one more time. There we go. And pretty fast. That's what I love the most about MagMod. It's all about speed, it's all about convenience, and all about speed. Alright. Now moving to what has quickly become one of my favorite modifiers, especially for weddings, and it's the XL, MagMod XL. That's just a way bigger version of their dome or boob or however you want to call it. But yeah, this is just softens light a lot more, spreads it really nice, and uses these really nice grids that I'm falling in love with. There's a 20-degree grid that I just got, and a 40-degree grid. This just lets the light spread less, a little bit more, and spreads it all over the place. So a combination of these two will focus the light, but still let some spread go around, which makes it look soft, nice, beautiful. I couldn't talk more wonders about this modifier. And I just got the attachment to connect it straight into my Godox, so I got the Godox mount. And hopefully I'll make my kit a little bit smaller and lighter. Now let's move to some of the other MagMod stuff, which is their softboxes. So I'm going to take the speed ring out because we're going to be using this in a second. Let me close this. By the way, this is the MagMod case. I've been fitting all 2 softboxes in here, and a lot of my MagMod equipment, all the soft modifiers like this, I just shove in the middle with the diffuser of one of the modifiers, and the other modifiers have their diffusers in them, so I need to shove those in there. It's supposed to fit a light stand, but none of my light stands are small enough, so it just works like extra storage space. But if you flip it, right there, we get 2 softboxes. First, we have my strip box. Now, this is how I was telling you guys the Mag speed ring works with the softboxes. You just put it there, and that's attached. You have this little handle here to push it off, and that comes off really easily. So as speed goes, I love it. One complaint I do have with the strip box is hard to open. It's not as fast as I would like. The struggle is a little bit more complicated compared to the other softboxes because instead of just pushing down and opening, the bottom likes to shake a lot. So you gotta try to keep it like even pressure, a lot slower than their other modifiers. Now, I have their small softbox. This is the older version. The only difference with the older versions and the newer versions that I know of is that the diffuser doesn't come attached to it. As you guys can see, the diffuser is right now in the middle of this, which is going to be a hassle to get out, so I'm not going to get it out. But it's a really beautiful, soft small modifier. The original bag it came with didn't really offer much protection, so if you guys see, it ripped in a few different spots. That's why I had to invest in the Mag case. That's the one thing I'm disappointed with MagMods. Their cases, the bags they offer with their products are horrible. They don't really protect their products, so you have to buy something else to protect them. So yeah, you definitely have to buy another bag to protect them because the bags these modifiers come with are horrible and they won't protect any of your products at all. Lastly, to finish off, I'm going to show you guys really quick my new baby. This is their biggest modifier, and this is their 42 octa. This one, in difference from the other one, opens really easily. The diffuser is right there. I'm not going to open it right now, but yeah, or I will to show you guys. Right there. Open. Quick, nice, the softbox is right there, so you just take it out, zip it up in 2 seconds, you're ready to go. And this just lets me completely make a switch to the MagMod ecosystem. I want to get one more softbox in the future. I'm hoping they fix that issue with it. They come up with a version 3 and I'll definitely think about buying it. But as of now, this is all my MagMod gear. I told you guys how I use it and what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And I hope it was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please let me know.